Good morning, parents and EPS families. This is Mr. Fosnot, and we'd like to give you a little tour of our new Ellendale Public School website. Hopefully you can see that in front of you. I hope your first impressions are positive. We've been trying to transition this new website now for a couple months. I'm sure you've seen the clutter of our old website, and as we began making that transition, and it hasn't been up to what we like to have for our standard, but we think this new website is outstanding, and we think you're really going to enjoy it. So hopefully that's true. Hopefully we hear positive comments from you, and if you want to share those, maybe questions, concerns, or positive comments, you can do that through social media or send me an email or whatever you'd like to do. We'd love to hear from you. But so take a first look at this, and you can get your impression of the new website. This is going live. If all technology works, it should be going live for the public and for us Monday morning. So we're busily doing the last bits of transitioning today. And again, if all technology works, we're going to copy this site over to our www.ellendale.k12.nd.us site over the weekend. So by Monday morning, when you go to that link that you're so familiar with, this is the site you should start to see. So just like to give you a little tour, contact information. If you want to email us about attendance, those links are right at the top, our Twitter feed or Facebook feed. You'll notice that kind of the theme with a section for students, parents, staff has continued along with a couple other pages. We have gleaned a lot of the old pages out of the website. This site is a lot leaner. I encourage you to scroll the pages down to the bottom. A lot of the content that was on maybe 6, 8, 10 different pages have now been consolidated into one page. The website or the individual pages are just a little longer and contain links to a lot of that information that again was on separate pages. So again, you see those. If you want to click on students, you can, or click on the home page or the student homepage link here. Either one works. And then some of the more common links for our students are listed below. Parents the same way. Your parent page has a lot of the information you're going to want on it, or you can go to school board, health services, or directly to policies. Let's go to the parent pages, kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. One of the things I like about this page is that we're trying to use graphics that are very much to Ellendale. You're going to see Ellendale classrooms, you're going to see Ellendale faces, you're going to see us. We're going to try to get rid of a lot of the stock graphics that we've been using that just weren't personal to us anymore. And so hopefully you see those continue to change, and we adding a few more as we go. But each page is going to be dominated with a main graphic at the top, which you can kind of see. And then again, like you can see here, a high school picture, a picture from our real classrooms within the buttons. So you see on the parent page, you can get to our forms if you need a facility use form. Really, the forms have all the athletic forms on them. They have the health services forms. These link to a Google page for us, but you have users or the patrons, the public has access to you can print them, you can get a copy of them if you need. So that we've tried to simplify that a little bit. But your common links to your lunch menu, Pay Schools, Power School Parent, Counselor's page, Bullying page are still there for you. And then these buttons will take you to the respective buildings. So if you want specific information about a elementary supply list or schedule or handbooks, those are within these specific pages. You'll notice that on the main page and on the parent page, the athletic page, both the elementary and the high school, there's kind of a news feed that could be in a square fashion like here. It could be a list. That's where you're going to start to see a lot of our postings that we'd normally do, particularly with our announcements. What the old Power School announcements, there used to be a link at the top of our old website where you could get to the announcements. A lot of that information is now going to be actually more on the home page. Let me flip back there. If you were a frequent user of our announcements, it had the lunch menu, it had kind of the week's activities, and then had some big to-do boxes or reminder boxes for kids and parents and staff. Those boxes are now going to be in here, those reminders. And the calendar and the lunch menu is really to the left over here. While we're still back here, and I should have hit this the first time, but the calendar features within the new website are just robust. It's just we've ramped them up even more than I thought they already were. So on the front page, you're going to have a running calendar, kind of like today's hot list, you might say, but you can customize it, which is nice. You can just kick out anything you don't want to look at, make that calendar what you want, apply the filter, and then you're seeing just the events that you're really interested in, and so you can change them. So if you want to see the lunch menu, just click on the calendar, click on the lunch menu calendar and apply the filter, and you will be able to see that. Again, short links to the student, parent, and staff page. You have links to food service, paying bills, pay schools, Power School Parent, I believe this link is to. And then if you want to report an absence now as a parent, it's going to pop up a little wizard. You enter the information, submit it, and that's going to email to us just like our old system did. So hopefully that works on Monday morning. At the bottom of most of our pages, you're going to see some basic contact information, and the EHS Twitter feed, or the EPS Twitter feed, is on almost every page now. It's towards the bottom, and you can still keep up with our Twitter postings. And then we kind of have a footer area with a map to the school. That's common in most areas. I'll jump back to the parent page, so you can see that where we left off. And again, you have those links to your schools. Those postings, those that were on the main page, we can post those here as well. Not to say they're always the same. We can post them at different postings in different locations of the website. But if you need bus route information, the IT department, just click on the plus, and that information will open up for you. If you want the high school schedule, this is basically time. If you want the full schedule, you can go into the high school page. Okay. If you want information on school board or the parent directives, that's required by law. Or if you want some parent resources, we still kept a few of those and linked them for you. And again, you see the bottom of the page is very similar to the main page that we looked at. On the athletic page, you'll see links to each of the sports. We're going to try to get that. We need to get a better graphic here. We're going to try to update that. And even though this is a school, we like seeing an athletic graphic. But the links on the right take you to the North Dakota Activity Association's page for each of the sports, so you see the rosters and their schedule. And again, this is kind of a running news feed, very similar to the front page or the parent page, just information that we can post here in the athletic news. And then you're going to see even SimpleWolf.com even put the school song in, which I like. So we all should be singing the school song. We all should know it. But we'll post some pictures in to keep you abreast of what's happening. But then this is very similar to the calendars page up here that you can go to. You can actually, again, pick which calendar you want. Pick what you want to see. I just want elementary sports. Pick your month, pick your day, and then if you want, you can click on a day, and then anything that's happening will be reflected at the bottom for that day. And then this is kind of an upcoming events running total, or kind of running events. So I think that's just a very robust calendaring system, and the calendar is fed by Google. So if you subscribe to our Google Calendar, should be the same, should be dynamic, should be updating almost instantly. And also that Google Calendar feeds our app yet. So if you use the Allendale School app, that's going to be fed automatically. Now, because of the websites coming online, some of the links in our app might be broken for a while as we update those. But we'll get working on that in earnest here in the next week or two. And so, some information that's specific to athletics that we used to have on the old page. If you want to, know about our sportsmanship, that's within our handbook. And the cowbells towards the bottom. So if you want to see the running score of the cowbell, hey, won it again. You can see that there. Just again, if you're familiar with the present website, it's just we've consolidated the pages instead of being so many separate pages. It's now in one larger page. So I'd encourage you on Monday to go and explore it. Hopefully it's brand new. Hopefully it's you just enjoy it and it's functional for you. Again, our primary reasons for changing it were we needed to get compliant for Americans with Disabilities Act and make sure that all people, regardless of any disabilities, can access our site. We believe this site does that. And internally, we needed to make sure that we shared the responsibilities of editing the website and keeping it current and keeping it fresh for you as a user. So this new website allows us to do that too. It gets more people involved with editing and updating the website. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, prowl around, share your feedback. good and bad, and I just think you're going to love it. It's such a positive change. So thank you.